record. What is good, guys? Happy Monday. Today is Monday Basics. There's a topic that I wanted to touch on today, and I wanted to talk about top-down analysis, understanding where we are in the market, going from the highest time frame down to the time frame that you like to trade, right? And before we get going with that, right, we do have someone who is fairly new, so I want to break down the trend, right? I want to break down the trend real quick, right? So first and foremost, the first couple minutes are gonna be basic, but that's okay, right? What's the beginner's name? What's your friend's name, Nova? Where is she at? Hop on, front of the class. Don't be
Hi,
shy now.
I'm not
What's up?
shy, but you put me on the spot. My name is Angie, and thank you for your time.
Of course, Angie. All right, Angie. So, you don't have to talk right now. I'm gonna go ahead and break things down, and I'm gonna go ahead and ask you if this makes sense. I'm gonna ask you to, give me a number if that makes sense, and a question mark if it does not make sense, and then we'll go ahead and continue that way. Sound cool?
Yes.
All right, cool. So the market moves in three ways, right? And we want to focus on these things because if you can understand what the market is doing, then that gives you the upper hand, right? Now, the market moves in three ways. So if you're seeing the market move upward and it's going higher, this is called an uptrend, okay? An uptrend. So let's go ahead. We'll label this. Now, when we're able to see an uptrend, right, we want to go ahead and look for some buy opportunities. Okay, let's go ahead and make this blue. We'll make this a little bit bigger. Okay, that's cool. Right, so when we're able to see an uptrend and the market is going higher, I don't want to fight against the trend. I don't want to be the one looking for sales right here and here and here, right? I don't want to be the one trying to go against the trend, right? Angie, think of it like swimming with the current, right? Wouldn't it be much easier to swim with the current rather than against the current? Much easier, right? Much easier. So instead of trying to go against the current, I want to go with the current. So if we're able to see that the market is in an uptrend, I want to go ahead and go with the current. Give me a 2 if that makes sense, and give me a question mark if you are still confused on that. Awesome. And that goes for everybody, guys, right? Everybody. Because believe it or not, right, there are some people that are a couple months in that still have a problem with this, right? And again, that's okay. We have to hop on these calls and ask questions as much as possible so we can go ahead and have our breakthroughs. Okay? Now, when the market is in a downtrend, the market is going lower, and we're able to see this. This is called a downtrend. Okay? Now, when the market is in a downtrend, we should be looking for sell opportunities. Trend. Not on the trend yet. Soon, boys, soon. Sell opportunities. And then we'll make this red. And then, why is it not text? Copy just in case. Okay. Yeah, why is it not in there? Okay, cool. Yeah, so when the market is in a downtrend, you want to look for sell opportunities. And the same thing applies, right? I don't want to be the one looking to take buys here or here or here when the market is selling. I want to go with the current rather than against the current, and I want to be able to look for sales in this area, and this area. Give me a 5 if that makes sense, guys. Awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Now, how can we? Let's actually go with the third way the market likes to move, right? The third way the market likes to move is sideways. So when we're seeing that the market is moving sideways, the market is not trending up or down. The market is literally moving from left to right, and this is called a couple things, right? I don't want to give it like a defined name because you will see this on many educators' charts, and they will call it a couple different things, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a couple names that this could be called, right? It's okay if you're like, oh, this is consolidation or support and resistance, and I call it liquidity. It's the same thing. Okay, I don't want to get anybody confused on that because different educators will call it different things. Okay, so this could be consolidation. Cannot spell today. Consolidation. Liquidity. And I will just leave the first. Let me just actually I'll put one more. And resistance. Can I make this a different color? Just label this black. And then we'll have, let's say, oops, support. The heck? Equal lows with equal highs. Etc. Right? So this is a couple of things. You'll hear a couple of educators call it consolidation, liquidity, support and resistance, equal lows and equal highs. It doesn't matter what you call it as long as you understand what this is. Right? At the end of the day, guys, this is liquidity. What is liquidity? What liquidity is a pool full of money. So you can just picture this area as the market is moving sideways. You can just picture this area. You could just picture this zone, an area where money is being built up. Money is being built up on both sides of the spectrum. So people are buying down here and selling up here. Buying up down here, selling up here. Buying, selling, and they rinse and repeat. And that's what makes support and resistance. That's what makes consolidation. That's what makes equal lows and equal highs. Give me a 1 if that makes sense, and give me a question mark if you are still confused. Awesome. Now, when the market is moving sideways, we don't want to take any opportunities, right? Big things may be happening soon, but this isn't our setup. We don't want to participate in the market when the market is moving sideways, right? We're going to let other people participate, and then we will participate when it's time to. Okay, we want to start participating when the market is either trending upward or trending downward. When the market is moving sideways, we just want to wait and sit on our hands for extra confirmations. Give me a 10 if that makes sense, and give me a question mark if you are confused. Awesome. Let me go ahead and just change this real quick. Cool. Now, how can we see when the market is in an uptrend or a downtrend? Well, it's very important. One, we understand market structure: higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. If you are struggling with this, we have multiple videos on our platform. We have multiple videos in the Powerhouse website. There's multiple videos on our YouTubes, whether it's mine, Geo's, any of the educators within Powerhouse. I'm sure there are videos regarding structure. Okay, again, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. It's very important that you guys understand structure, because when you're able to see the structure, everything else just falls into place. Okay, how do we know that the market is in an uptrend? When we're able to identify our breaks of structures to the upside or to the downside. If we continue to see that the market is continuing to make higher highs, higher lows, and the market gives us a new higher high, giving us a break of structure. Guys, when you see a break of structure, I want you to write down in your notes, break of structure, BOS, equals trend continuation, right? I'm just going to put BOS equals trend continuation. Trend continuation. Can't even spell, bro. Can't spell, can't think today, right? My boy, right? When we're able to see a BOS, this is telling us the market wants to continue the trend, okay? Again, whether it's to the upside or to the downside, if we're able to see the market is in a downtrend and we're able to see our break of structures to the downside, appreciate it. That's funny, right? To the upside or to the downside, again, when you're able to see the break of structure, you got to think trend continuation. The market wants to continue in that downtrend or the uptrend. Give me a 10 if this makes sense, and give me a question mark if you are confused. Awesome. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Guys, this is the foundation of trading with levels and trading with smart money concepts. So no matter what strategy you choose to trade with, you have to understand these things that I just broke down. Whether it's, uptrend, downtrend, consolidation, BOS. Yes, it seems like a lot, and like, oh, that's a lot of information, but it follows one after the other, right? So again, guys, watch the videos, take the notes, ask the questions. Guys, I know a lot of you need the help, but we don't know because you don't ask the questions. How do I know this? Someone ask me. Ask me, Vinny, how do you know this? Somebody ask me. Go ahead. I'll wait. Ask me, Vinny, how do you know I need help? Go ahead. I'll wait.
Vinny, how do you know I need help?
Because I needed the help too. I needed the help too. And I didn't advance and I didn't break down my trading barriers until I asked for help. So I know you guys need the help. A lot of you guys are hitting walls. You guys get, how do I say it? Like you guys learn a certain thing. You guys learn a certain section within trading and you hit it hard, you hit it hard, you hit it hard. And then sooner or later you feel like you're stuck. I feel like I'm not advancing, I'm not getting better. Guys, when you're hitting those walls, don't try to do this stuff alone. Ask the questions. I did the same thing. I didn't ask any questions for months. And I stayed in the same position for months. Okay? Until I asked Oren for help. That's when my trading really started to explode. Because I was asking questions, and every question I asked just kept adding on step by step, just little by little, until everything just clicked. So I know you guys need the help. I know there are things that you are stuck on, whether it's entries, structure, zones, stop losses, take profits, money management. I know this. So ask, please. Okay? Give me a 5 if you guys are with me right now. Because we're cooking. We're cooking. Give me a 5. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Angie, this right here was for you. We definitely have some more videos on this. If you need any help at any time, please feel free to reach out to me. Feel free to, I know Nova can reach out to me whenever. Nova, you have my number directly. Whenever you need me to run a call for you guys, for Reno, you know I got you guys. Okay.
Hello, can I talk?
I think there's another person in there who has a mic on.
Okay.
If they could turn that off, that would be great.
I think the reason why I was confused is because I was looking at it like in a triangle. So when you put the dots on the top and the bottom, highs and lows.
Mm-hmm.
So when you read the chart, you read it you break it down like in increments, right? And I was reading it like from the top to the bottom, that was one, and then from bottom to top, that was another. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like the triangles. So now that you put the dots, I understand. That's why I
Awesome.
was confused.
Let's go. Let's go. That's why it's important to ask, even if it's like you think it's so simple or you think it's like a silly question. You're like, bro, like low key, I should probably know this. Don't think that. Ask your question anyways, guys. Doesn't matter if you're advanced, intermediate. Guys, ask your questions. I promise you, there are no dumb questions. But if you don't ask your questions, unfortunately, you stay dumb. You don't advance. Does that make sense? Give me a 2 if that makes sense, guys. Because with this, it's all about advancing. And if you don't ask your questions, unfortunately, bro, like our advancing just goes slower. You know what I mean? It takes a bit more time. And trust me, guys, your future has already been somebody's past. Think about that real quick. Your future in trading, your next couple months in trading, right? Your future has been my past already. I've dealt with some of the things that you guys are going to stumble upon, right? So, again, don't be afraid to ask the questions because we're all here to help. Now, when it goes to higher time frames, understanding top-down analysis, right? When we're on lower time frames, guys, we're right here. We're right here. We're looking inside this little area. Right? There's not much that we can see inside this little area. Let's go. Right? Now, when we are in this little area, we're not able to see a whole lot. Yes, we can see what's inside this little circle, as much detail as possible, right? But it doesn't give the whole story. Give me a 5 if you guys are with me right now. In this little area, we're on lower time frame. Now, lower time frame, that's up to you. What's the lower time frame? What's the lowest time frame you like to go to? For me, it's the 1 hour. I really don't go below the 1 hour time frame. But still, this is my lower time frame. I still cannot see the whole picture. Okay. Now, what do I need to do to get the best understanding and direction possible for my bias? This is very important. We have to jump to the higher time frames and work our way down from the monthly, weekly, daily. 8 hour could be optional. 4 hour, 2 hour could be optional, and the 1 hour. And then the rest can be up to you. But it all works the same. Now, when people get confused, when we do top-down analysis and people get lost, it's because they go from the 1 month down to the 15-minute. You are skipping chapters in the story. Give me a 3 if this is making sense so far. It's like getting to the end of the book and you don't know any of the good stuff that happened. Right? So it's very important we go time frame by time frame by time frame by time frame by time frame, and as low as you want to go, time frame by time frame by time frame, because you need to understand the full story, right? From cover to cover. So higher time frame, right? Do you guys want a buy example or a sell example? First one to answer, we get that example. Buy, all right. Sorry, Isha was quick with it. And it was Tayson. Whoo! Isha against Tayson. Sorry. Isha won, my boy. Yeah, that was quick. Y'all was quick with it, though. Are y'all together right now? Y'all was quick with it. Buy examples. Both. It's going to take some time, for sure. We're already 24 minutes in. We're going to have to run that next example back next week. Next Monday. But same rules apply, right? So buy examples, okay? Higher time frame. Now we're on the monthly time frame, and our closest buy example would be here. We have consolidation. Remember what I said, guys. We don't like to participate while the market is in consolidation. We can easily see that we have money being built up on the bottom. People are looking for buys there. And money is being built up on the top. People are looking for sells there. Okay. The market sweeps liquidity, takes that moolah, and then right away, the market changes direction, and we get this clean change of direction to the upside. Okay? Give me a 5 if you guys are with me right now, guys. Because as of right now, on the monthly time frame, this is the best buy example. Okay? Best buy example. And right now, we're here. So let's go ahead and we'll just mark up our zones, right? We'll mark up our zones. We got the shoulder. So we'll just keep it clean right here, guys. Right? Keep it clean. We got the stop loss here. But the market is here. Okay? So let's go ahead. Let's delete this. Actually, let's leave that back. Let's put that back. Actually, let's go ahead and just move this right here. Yeah. Cool. Now this is the thing, guys. We know that we want to take buys in this opportunity. What's up, Enrique? Hey, that's a nice example. I see that, bro. That's very, very nice. If you could send a link for that, that would be amazing. That way we can use that as an example. That looks very good. A link would be great. We'll go over that right after this. Right? The market is right here. So let's go ahead. We'll change this color to blue. And this will be our lower time frame. Okay? Now the thing is, guys. The thing is, when it comes to higher time frames, as soon as we get this change of direction, guys, right here, we should be looking for buy opportunities. Right? We're no longer looking for sell opportunities. We want to continue the trend. Right? We want to continue that trend to the upside. Now, sooner or later, the market will come back. Don't get me wrong. It will come back. But it's important that we continue the trend rather than anticipating the reversal. Right? What do I mean by this? Because every time, and I used to do this too, so trust me, I get it. Every time we get something that looks like this, and we get a break of structure, I'm just going to zoom in right here real quick. Every time we get this, and we get a break of structure, BOS, we should have our change of direction line, right? So I'm going to go ahead, put my change of direction. Need change of direction for a sell opportunity. But look, when the market starts to do this, what are you guys thinking? As the market is dropping down, what are you guys thinking right away? What you mean? Okay. Let me go ahead and redo this, right? Let me go ahead and redo this because I don't want nobody confused. If so is confused, I know somebody might be confused, right? As the market is giving me higher high, higher low, and we get this break of structure to the upside, right? As the market gives me that break of structure to the upside, as the market is starting to drop back down to this area, what are you thinking, guys? I see a retest, sells, no's, but wait for the confirmation, uptrend, buys, change of directions. Possible change of direction. Those are all good answers. Does anybody else want to go ahead and participate? As the market is dropping, what are we thinking? What are you, Tere, Angie? Let me see my participation. Guys, send this link out, guys. Post your pictures, send this link out. Adrian, Alan, Anna, Angie, Anna, Carlos, Kike, Isha, Etni. I see two Felicias. Giselle, Carlos, iPhone, you an op? Javier, Jesus. What are we thinking? IDK means nose? Okay, got you. What are you, the trader, thinking as the market is dropping down? What is your next move? Are you looking to continue the buys? Or are you anticipating the reversal? Are you looking to continue the buys, or are you anticipating the reversal? Guys, it's a very, very important that we do not anticipate. We stay ready. Mark up your chart and stay ready. If we get a break of structure, what does that mean? What should we be thinking? I told you to write it down in your notes. When we see BOS, what should we be thinking? Break of structure equals what? Buying. Yes, Angie. First call, maybe second call, but she was the first to get it. Yes, when you see your BOS, you got to be thinking trend continuation. Let's look. Let's look. Bro, what's going on here? Let's look for more buys. When we're able to see the break of structure, we got to be thinking trend continuation. The market wants to continue the trend. Let's look for more buys. So if we see we have a break of structure here, guys, let's go ahead and continue this trend. And if we get the change of direction, then we can look for sales. But until then, let's just go ahead and continue this movement. What's demand? Well, in levels, everything is based off of supply and demand. Now, we call the supply and demand zones starting points, and it's a specific zone in the market. And I'll go ahead and break that down a bit more when we start looking at the charts. That way I can give you a better understanding of what area the supply and demand zones are best used in. Yes, exactly. Those are the areas we want to take actions in. Okay. Now, again, we just got to break a structure to the upside. What does this BOS tell us, guys? What does this BOS tell us? Continuation. Yes. Let's look for more buy opportunities and have everything marked up, right? Need change of direction for sell opportunities, which means I'm not looking for sales. Repeat, I am not looking for sales unless the market breaks and closes this zone, giving me a change of direction. Once that happens, now I'm looking for sales. But need change of direction means I am not looking for sales until I get this change of direction. I need it. I 1000% need the change of direction before ever looking for sell opportunities. If I don't get the change of direction, then I continue with the trend. Break of structure. What does this break of structure tell us, guys? What does that break of structure tell us? Continue the trend, right? Why do we only buy when the market's going up? Why do we buy when the market is going up? Because think about it like this, Priscilla. Right? If the trend is going up, right? If the trend is going up, now let me just say this first. You can, Priscilla the trader, you can look for sales while the market is going up. I personally don't. Will the market give you opportunities to sell while the market is going higher? Yes, that's a possibility, right? But do I look for sales while the market is going higher? I personally do not, right? Now, why don't I look for sales while the market is going higher? Well, one, the trend is your friend. So, Priscilla, is the market in an uptrend or a downtrend here? Up, which means the market is in an uptrend. The trend is our friend. If the market is continuing to go higher, I want to look for buys. Right now, you could think about this like if you're swimming in a river, right? If the market is going upstream, wouldn't it be much easier to swim with the oh my god, what is the word that I'm looking for, guys? Current. Isn't it easier to swim with the current rather than against the current?
Yeah, but so I guess you're looking for buys when it's going up, but I guess to me, I would think of it like, wouldn't you want to buy when it's low
Okay,
before it goes up?
that's a great understand. Okay,
You
now
know,
we're on.
that like that's for me, like I would like to buy cheap so to anticipate when it's gonna go up, right? But I would like to know, okay, well, eventually it's gonna go up, so I'd rather
Okay,
buy cheap.
got you, got you. Now let me break this down. Let me break this down, guys. Hold on, give me a second. So, Priscilla, if the market gives me a higher high, is the market up right now or down right now?
Up.
Which means we don't want to look for buys when the market's like this, right?
Right.
We want to wait till the market pulls back a little bit so we can get a discounted price,
Okay. I
right? Now,
see.
when we get a break of structure and we see this, we have to have this in mind. When we see break of structure, that should tell us, that tells you, Priscilla, the trader slash investor, the market wants to continue the trend.
Okay.
Let's look for more buys. So now again, as the market is going up, I don't want to buy here. I want to wait for the market to come back down,
Okay.
and then we can go ahead and buy here and send the market
Okay.
higher. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
So again, I'm not looking, again, the market is still going higher, right? The market is in an uptrend, but I'm not buying at the high points. I'm buying at the low points.
Okay.
Are we on the same page now?
Yep.
Awesome. Let's go. Let's go. Love that. Thank you for asking your question. Love that. So let's go ahead. We will continue. I have a break of structure here. Priscilla, this tells me that the market wants to continue the trend. Let's look for more buys. You're very welcome. Thank you for asking your question. Now, again, I don't want to buy while the market's up here. I want a discounted price. So as the market is coming back down, I already know where I want to buy. So no selling at the first rise isn't recommendable. Guys, you can do whatever you want, right? You can sell. The market will give me opportunities. It can give opportunities here, right? I personally don't, because I don't want to go against the trend. I want to go with the trend. I got you, Angie. As long as you see structure here, Jesus, right? If the market gives you, let's see, like it gives you a consolidation, break a structure, and then we change direction, this is the setup that will take us down to my sell zone or to my buy zone, right? Liquidity sweep, change of direction. Let's go ahead and look for my sell zone, which is in this area. If the market can give you this, Jesus, then feel free. Do what Jesus, the trader, likes to do. But for me, I'm not looking to take any sell opportunities. I don't really look for these because I don't want to go against the trend. Because what if this happens, Jesus? Right? What if the market dips back and then we get to continue? Does that make sense, Jesus? Don't get quiet on me. Awesome. So I'm not saying you can't. I'm just saying be careful, because the market is what? In an uptrend. So, Jesus, would this be going with the trend or going against the trend? Against. Yes, exactly. So if you take a loss there, you have to understand you took a loss because you were going against the trend. And for me, I want to eliminate those losses as much as possible. Does that make sense? I want to eliminate like silly, lazy losses if that makes sense. So for me, I would rather go ahead and take the buys here and continue with that trend. What time zone would you look for that change of direction? Does it depend if you really want to scalp or swing? Basically, it just depends on your trading style. Like I said, like I just broke down, like right here, this can be a fire 15-minute, 1 hour setup, possibly even a 5-minute setup, right? So if we can get the change of direction, as long as the market gives you everything you need to see in order to make the proper decisions, Julio, take your opportunities and trust what you see. Just understand where your next buy opportunities are going to be at, okay, which would be down here. Now, if obviously never know when it's going to stop going up. Exactly. So for me, I want to use my dominant low for solid reversal confirmation. Now, if we get this, right, the market may give you this opportunity. I'm not saying it can't, but if we get something that looks like this, now I'm like, okay, it's game time. I'm not going to look for buys. I'm going to start looking for sells in this area. Does that make sense, Julio? So I'm okay. I'm personally okay with Julio taking the first sell here. Now, once I get this change of direction, this tells me that we might look to take some sells to our next possible buy. So I would like to look for some sells and shift that market. Where am I shifting that market to? All the way back down. Well, I would like, right? I would like to see if we can shift the market back down to my next buy zone. And the same thing happens over and over again, right? So let's go ahead. Break a structure to the downside. BOS. What does that tell me? That the market wants to continue in that downward trend. Cool. We'll go ahead. We'll find our supply zone. Market gives me an entry. Continues going lower. What does that tell me? The market wants to continue trend. Awesome. Let's continue looking for the sells. Need change of direction for buy opportunity. So what this line tells me is I'm not looking for buys until I get the change of direction. It's telling me I need this change of direction for buy opportunities, right? So I'm either waiting right here for buys. I'm waiting right here for buys because the market is selling to my buy zone, or I'm waiting for the market to change direction. As soon as that happens, then I will start to look for more buys again. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. Now, a lot of you guys struggle with this because y'all don't listen, man. Y'all toxicas and toxicos, man. Y'all don't listen. Y'all like to argue. Y'all can't just listen to the confirmations, bruh. It's telling you, I need the change of direction for buys. Why are you not listening, bro? It's telling you. So listen, don't speculate. Look at what the chart is showing you, guys. Let's go, Joy. Let's go. Don't speculate. If the market is looking like it is in a downtrend and we're able to see the BOS of the downside, what does that tell us? BOS, trend continuation. Let's look for more sells. We know where I want to sell. Let's go ahead. Yes. Opportunity. Let's go ahead. Break a structure to the downside. What does that tell us? Trend continuation. Let's look for more sells. Let's go ahead and adjust our lines. Look for more sell opportunities. Okay, let's make this happen a bit quicker. Opportunity. Opportunity. And now the market is consolidating. Okay. So we had to break a structure. This is the closest break of structure at this point. Okay, guys, the closest break of structure at this point, and I want to look for buys here, but there's also sell opportunities here. Which one do I go for? Which one do I go for? Right? Now, I'm going to break this down in just a minute. But guys, if I've been waiting for this zone for the last 30 days, for the last 90 days, for the last 165 days, and trust me, there will be zones where you wait that long. I want to take those opportunities, especially if the market is in an uptrend. Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. So let's take a look at this. Okay, what's up? What's up? What's up, Angie? Go ahead. It would be much better if you could unmute for me. That way we can go ahead and get this going. Adjust the line. Okay. Got you.
Okay, wait.
I got you. I got you.
Adjusting the line. Explain, please.
Okay, I got you. Let me go ahead and just break it down right here.
What's
So-
the line and what's the purpose of it?
Got you. So as the market is creating lows, right? I want to give myself and identify everything possible. This is my break of structure, and this is my change of direction. Now again, what does the change of direction mean or signify? If the market is in a downtrend, then we should not really be breaking above this line. We should just create new lows and new lows and new lows. Does that make sense? We should never break and close above this line. Now, oops. If we can get the market to, again, if we're in a downtrend and we can get the market to break and close above, this is the first sign of reversal. I want to start looking for buy opportunities. That's the importance of this line. If the market can break and close above, that's telling me this is the first sign of the market shift from downtrend to uptrend. Okay, cool. Now, if the market continues to drop, I want to go ahead and continue to adjust my lines. Why? Because I want to be as accurate as possible. If the market's ready to reverse now, then I'll be accurate. But if the market continues to adjust and I never adjust my lines and the market gives me my first sign of reversal here, yes, you adjust the lines as they drop. Now let's just say the market gives you my first sign of reversal here and you don't adjust your line, you're not going to be accurate. The market will give you an opportunity and you will be in late. You should have been in here, here, and now you will be in here. Does that make sense? So what I need you to do is be all up in the market's grill, all up in the market's grill. Give it no respect. If this is my last low and this is my very last BOS, I need to adjust my line all the way right here. Giving the market no respect, all up in its grill, all up in its grill. You know when boxers, they do like face-to-face with like Canelo and whoever the case, they're just looking at each other, mad dogging each other. That's exactly what this is right here. That's exactly what this is right here. As the market continues to drop, boom, let's adjust. All up in the market's grill. The standoff. Yeah. Now, once we get this change of direction, boom, that's telling me it's fight time. It's time to participate. It's time to look for opportunities. So as soon as I get this change of direction, it's time to start looking for buy opportunities. So when the market comes back, we will be ready to take these. Does that make sense, Angie? Awesome. That's the importance of those lines right there, because it keeps you very accurate. Now, go back to this. I have a buy zone. My market, right? Market is right here. Live price is right here, guys. I am between a buy zone and a sell zone. But if I've been waiting for this buy for the last couple weeks and the market isn't an uptrend, I want to show you guys something. Again, this is higher time frame, right? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I want to take buy opportunities so we can make more higher highs. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. So it's very important that we wait for this buy opportunity. If the market does give us the sell opportunity first before the buy, okay, I'm more than likely to take this, because the next stop would be here, and then we could start looking to shift that market. Give me a 5 if that makes sense. If we can get the sell opportunity first, I'm more than likely to take that, because the next stop to the downside would be my next buy zone. Take the sells to my buy zone, and we could start looking for more buys. However, if we can get the buy before the sell, there's a good chance that this buy runs through this. So if you are looking to sell, just keep that in mind, right? Keep that in mind. However, then there's one more thing, right? If we can get the inverted and this zone does hold, then I would be looking to participate right here. If your sell holds and it makes its way back down, I would be looking to take my next opportunity here, and then we're finally busting through. And then from there, and from there, we're looking to hold these swings and continue that market shift to the upside. But it takes time. Give me a 5 if that makes sense, guys. I know this right here got a bit more advanced, but that's how the market moves. So I can't ignore that when I explain. I can't, because this is exactly how the market moves. Let's go to Enrique's chart real quick. Let me see. Does someone have a question? I'm a sponge. Let's go. Again, you guys can ask questions at any time. So if you didn't, I assume that you got it, right? Awesome. Look at this example right here. Look at this. Break a structure. Oh, man, it started here. Break a structure. My BOS, right? BOS. Guys, what does break a structure mean? If we see a break a structure, what does that tell us? Trend continuations. Does the market look like it's uptrending or downtrending here? Uptrending, right? So we should be looking for buys. Now notice this. We have a BOS. My very last selling candle is right there. Notice how we tap into that and we make new highs. Now notice, again, break a structure to the upside. Okay? My starting point right here. We come right back in and we make new highs. Now look at this. Check this out, guys. BOS. What does the BOS mean to us? The market is continuing the trend. We have buy opportunities here. With my stop loss at this low, with spread, you probably got taken out. It's okay. But look at the structure. Break a structure. My change of direction line should be here. Matter of fact, let's actually go to gold. Let's actually go to gold. What time frame was that? 1 hour. Awesome.
That's oil, bro.
Oh, oil. Awesome. All right, cool. Let me see. We were right here. We had the BOS in that area. Market literally grabbed that. Market grabbed it. Now let me go ahead and break this down for Angie. I believe she had asked. Notice my demand zone, right? Once we're identifying my break structure and we can see the breakout candle, this is my breakout candle. We want to find the last selling candle before the breakout. Give me a 2 if that makes sense. When we find the breakout, we need to find the last selling candle before the breakout. That's going to be my zone to take action on. Okay? Tapped right in there. We have Another break of structure to the upside here. My next zone of choice is right there. My lowest wick is down here. So if you had a tight stop loss right here, I mean, you got taken out. But the lowest wick in this area is actually right here. Cool. Market is continuing the trend. We have another break of structure right here. Notice 3 bullish candles, right? Where's my last selling candle at? 1, 2, 3, 4 buy candles. Let's go, Tere. My last selling candle is this right here. My stop loss would be this low. So notice how the market does come in here, gives a little bit of drawdown. But notice, guys, does the market respect the structure? Yes or no? Yes. It takes the time. But notice, guys, right? Check me out. What should we be doing? What should we be doing as the market is breaking structure to the downside? Or let me ask this again. What should I be doing as the market is coming down to my buy zones? Adjusting my line so I can be accurate all up in the market's grill, right? So notice I have a break of structure here. That's my BOS to the downside. My change of direction line is right here. Now, if the market wants to go ahead and change direction, right? Lower low, lower high, lower low. If we can change direction, let's start looking for buy opportunities. The market wants to leave now. But if it doesn't do that, we can go lower. Boom, market tapped in. So now what I'm looking for is for the market to continue, give me my change of direction so we can look for more buys and continue the buys, okay? But let's see if that happens. We have another break of structure to the downside, so let's go ahead and adjust. This is my change of direction now. So now I'm anticipating the market to go ahead, give me this change of direction so we can now participate and continue the buys. Let's see if that happens. Boom. Awesome. So now check me out. Angie, this is for you, right? This is your question. Nobody answer. Nobody answer. We have the change of direction, Angie. Okay? Angie, would this be a breakout rally? Would you consider this a breakout? Did the market break and close above this black line? Yes. Awesome. Now, once we see that, we need to find the last buying candle. Oh, I'm sorry. Scratch that. Reverse. Once we spot the breakout, we need to follow this breakout back down to the last selling candle. Are you with me right now? We need to follow this breakout to the last selling candle. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is that your last selling candle, Angie? Last selling candle? Would you consider that the last selling candle? Our trades depend on it. Our blues depend on you right now. Did she answer? Angie, where you at? Oh, I scared her, guys. Okay, let's continue. Man, let Nova leave, bruh. Let her leave. Bye-bye. See ya. Breakout rally. My last selling candle right here. On God, that's how I be feeling. Market is gone right now. Guys, the next best opportunity is down here. Based off of structure. Now, if we go to the 4-hour time frame, this still looks good. Why? Because we just broke the dominant high with the break of structure. Where's my last selling candle? Technically, it's here, but that looks a little iffy. If we go time frame by time frame, we're still down here. And this looks really good based off of structures as well. If I was looking at this as my left shoulder, That looks very, very juicy. Very, very juicy. Right? Boom. Awesome. But look what's happening right now, guys. We just had a break of structure to the upside. Very, very slight break of structure. But this is the next opportunity where price is right now. So how do I know that the market is going to respect that or not? Right? How do I know that the market is going to respect that or not? We'll go ahead, cover this, and then I will hop off because I have another call to get on right now. If this is my BOS line, guys, what am I missing? If this is my BOS, what am I missing?
Change of direction line.
My change of direction line. Which means if this is my BOS, what should I be thinking, guys? Trend continuation. Let's look for more buy opportunities. Okay? Now, if we want some extra confirmation, as the market is dropping down, to my zone, we'll go ahead and put the market right here for this time frame. We're on the 15-minute. I'm in that buy. Let's go, baby. Gotta do what it do. Gotta shoot or shoot, my boy. As the market is dropping down, what should I be doing? What should I be doing, guys? Look at my chart. Oh, I got you. Give me a second. Adjust. We got to adjust, guys. Let's take a look. Break of structure. Boom. Mark that up. BOS. My change of direction line is here. Let's continue. Let's see. Let's see. Break of structure. Very, very slight. Let's continue. Bring it down. We got to adjust. I'm all up in the market's grill right now, bro. All up in the market's grill. What you gonna do, Shotty? What you gonna do? So as of right now, this is it. This is my closest break of structure, and I need this to have a change of direction. So at this point, I would like to see the market continue up, and we could start looking for more buys and continue that buy opportunity. Continue that trend. Okay? Based off of what we see here. Now, this looks a little funky, right? Looks like some equal low or some trendline liquidity. If we end up clearing this, we have to adjust. We have to adjust. And once the market breaks and closes, then we have a solid confirmation. Let's continue to look for the more buy opportunities. Give me a 10 if that makes sense, guys. Give me a 10 if that makes sense. And look, if we get this change of direction back up to that 1 hour, I'm already thinking, okay, cool. Whoever likes the counter trend, you can look for your counter trend if you choose to, but I'm gonna be waiting for my buys right here so we can shift that market higher. You like the 45-minute? I've never really participated or looked at the 45-minute. Let's take a look. 45-minute. Yeah, same structure. Very, very clean. Very, very clean structure. It takes away the noise. And I'm all about taking away the noise, to be real. Carlos, if you could send in that chart again, that would be great, bro. Euro, I'm liking buys down here as well, possibly even a little bit lower. It all depends. EUR USD. So I'm on the daily time frame. This is my closest BOS, right? Which means my starting point is this big ass candle right here. But I don't want to use this big ass candle. So I'm gonna drop down to the 4 hour. And now I have 2 I can use. And I believe this is the one that you have. Yes. We're in the same spot, Paul. If it goes lower, we know where it's at. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We locked in, Paul. Paul Wall. Y'all ever heard of the OG Paul Wall? He used to do the grills. You feel me? Yeah, we're sauced up. We're locked and loaded, guys. I'm telling you guys, man, I've seen you guys grow these last few weeks. And honestly, I love to see it. I love to see it, bro. Carlos charts have been looking different. Paul's charts have been looking different. I know So's charts have been looking different. Geek A's charts have been looking crazy nice, right? Let's see who else. Who else is in here? Let's see. I haven't seen a lot of y'all. Giselle's charts have been looking nice. Isha, send in those charts. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Let's get nice. Let's get nice. The Reno girls have been participating. They have been sending in their charts, which I love to see. Dede has been killing it on the charts. So it's all about the reps, guys. All about the reps. You cannot complain about not getting anywhere. You can't complain about moving on, getting anywhere when you're not putting in the reps and you're not putting in time. Like, you can expect to have some results when you're putting in zero time. You can expect to receive some type of cash flow from this when you're not putting in effort. And that's all it requires, guys. No one's telling you you have to be like the absolute best right now. You need the reps. Understand your strategy and just rep that out. And I promise you guys, things will click if you ask questions, and the compound effect, the snowball effect, will happen for you. I appreciate you, Joy. Thank you for always hopping on. Thank you. Guys, all about the reps, man. I hope you guys have a great trading week. Trade responsibly. Mark up those charts. Send them to me for some feedback in the chats. And let's clap these markets together, guys. Let's clap these markets together. I will see you guys on Friday. You guys have a great trading week, man. Trade responsibly.